Hello friends. Today I will be talking about some Indian Hindu festivals. In the month of Shravan, there are lots of very interesting festivals that we celebrate in our country. Shravan is a very holy month, a month full of celebration and worship of Lord Shiva and Parvati Mata. The first festival I will talk to you about is Tej. It is celebrated on the third day after the new moon day in the month of Shravan, and it is called Haryali Tej. By Haryali, it means that Shravan is a month where there is lots of rainfall and everywhere there is greenery and a very pleasant atmosphere. So it is called Haryali Tej. It is a day where married women celebrate their this fact that they have got wonderful husbands, and they thank the Lord and they pray to Parvati ji to bless them so that their husbands have a very long and healthy life. What they do is they dress up in a very beautiful way. They wear all the things which are related to a married woman, and they fast on this day. They bring a lot of sweets and lot of stuff that is used by married women, and they make idols of Shivji and Parvati ji with mud, and they do puja. And in the puja, they pray to Mata Parvati that their husbands should be always happy and healthy and have a long life. The importance is, friends, that it is believed that Mata Parvati had separated from her husband Lord Shiva, and it took her 108 lives of sacrifice and meditation and puja to get back Lord Shiva as her husband. And it was on this day that after her 108 lives, Lord Shiva had accepted her as his wife. Even unmarried girls pray to Mata Parvati and ask for a suitable husband. So this is a time of celebration. Girls who are married and living with their in-laws receive lots of gifts and sweets from their mother's house, and this is also a party time for them. The importance is, friends, that in those days there was not so much of transport, there was not so much of communication. So once a girl was married, she had to live in her village away from her parents' home for a long time. It was not like it is now that you can just travel anytime you like here and there. In those days, it was very difficult. So they were always looking forward to some communication from their mother's house. And when the mother used to send them these gifts, there was a lot of cheer. Now I will tell you about Shivji's Nag Panchami. Nag Panchami comes on the 5th day of the month of Shravan in the Shukla Paksh. That is after the new moon, the 5th day. It is celebrated as a worship of the Cobra Lord, Nagji. In our culture and tradition, the snake cobra is supposed to be very important. It is supposed to clean up the place where he stays. The place where the cobras live is always very pure, very clean and very pious. And the atmosphere there is supposed to be of very religious kind of, I would say, ambience. You know that there are certain temples where the snakes visit and they come for some time and they worship the idol and go away. Now on this day, it is believed that the Lord Nag, Cobra, is given a bath in milk and offered milk as prasad. There's a story about cobras, and that says that in olden days, people used to keep their treasure and ask the Nag Devta to protect it from thieves and robbers. And Nags are called Yaksh, and they have this special quality that they would not allow anyone besides the person who had kept that treasure to come even near the treasure. And they used to be there to protect whatever the owner had kept there. Now, we have small, small stories which I think people are forgetting, and I wanted very much that we should pay attention to our cultural, traditional values and beliefs and know a little bit about these festivals. Thank you for listening to me.